Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I have done my makeup over on another palette, on another platform. I did it on Facebook. We did the entire face, which is, the 3D, the 4 shades. So I couldn't leave you guys out, so here we're going to do some bronzer and some eyeshadow. And I'm going to show you just how easy this is. Now I'm going to use my Bella bronzer. And again, these tins are magnetic, and so you can move them from palette to palette. See, it comes out. The palettes are magnetic. So you can actually build your own palette into whatever you want it to be. Good morning. How is everyone today? So what we're going to do is start with the bronzer. I haven't been in the sun all winter, so I go out and it's a beautiful spring day and I'm like, okay, I'm white. So let's add some color to this face. That's what bronzer does. Bronzer gives you the that sun-kissed look. Hey, Betsy, how are you? So what we're going to do is we're just going to tap in Bella bronzer. Bella is a shade that's good on any skin at any age. So if you're looking for, yes, my internet is terrible. I am so sorry. And again, I don't know what else to do. I mean, we're at the mercy of it. We may have to try to move some things around later today. But Bella bronzer is so wonderful for any skin tone, any age. So let's just tap into it, and we're going to start above the eyebrow and just tap it around. Again, we're making like a C and come around the under the eye. Now, do you want to go up and over the nose? Because think about how you look when you sunburn your face. That's where bronzer wants to go or needs to go. So again, above that eye and come around. There we go. And look what a difference it makes. Amazing, amazing. There we go. Now I like to add just a little bit to the tip of my nose and then catch right in the jawline. And if you do the jawline, drag it down your neck. There you go. So that is our tutorial on where bronzer goes. Now you can use the smaller end but just a little, if you want it to be just a little bit more pronounced. There you go. Just make that C. So there is the bronzer part. Done, done, and done. Now let's get to the eyeshadow part. Eyeshadow is one of my favorite things because I feel like that gives you the finished look. The eyebrows, the eyeshadow, it frames your eyes. And to me, I didn't wear eyeshadow at all, hardly, in my 20s and 30s because I didn't know how to apply it. I wore one shade all over the place in my 40s and 50s. Watching other artists, I have learned that have hooded eyes and, let's get that thing up there, that have hooded eyes and that have mature crepe skin on their eyes. I have learned so much as far as placement is key. So whether your eye is hooded or not, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use the April shade of the month. She will be available Monday, April 1st, and this is 2024 if you're catching it not live. But yes, the month of April in 2024, Lili is the shade of the month. She is gorgeous. So I love to pair pinky purples together. So we are just going to wash her all over our lids. There we go. Just a quickie little wash all over the lid. There we go. Look how pretty this Lili is. It just reeks Easter, which of course is this weekend, but look how pretty that is. So, so pretty. And it just breathes spring. I like a little bit of darkness, though, to give some depth to my eye and to keep it lifted. So I'm going to flip the brush around, my eyeshadow brush around. And again, this is just my little cleaning tile that Seint has. It's wonderful little deal. So I'm going to go to the small end of my brush and I'm going to tap into Skyfall. I love Skyfall. It's that you can make as light or as dark as you want. And the way I like to do the eyeshadow, okay, is see how I have the hood. I hold my head back just a little bit, keep my eye open, and I start right about the corner of the eye and come down. There we go. And I try to keep that line as straight as possible because that's like my barrier. I don't want to go past that. And then we're going to drag it over just a little bit on top of the hood. I'm not worried about the crease right now. I'm just let the skin drop that causes the hood, or that is the hood. And again, I apologize for my internet connection. It is terrible. What we are doing here is we are making sure that when your eye is open, your eyeshadow is seen. Because a lot of times with hooded eyes, they don't see it. So we're then going to blend. We just went straight up from the corner of the eye on the lid and then drug it over about halfway. You don't want to go over too terribly far. Now I'm going to put a little more like on the lid. There we go. Just so there's a little bit more of a color in there. And again, it's important to keep your eyes open. Okay. It's important to keep your eyes open as you blend. And don't worry about the crease. If you have hooded eyes, don't worry about your crease, because if they're severely hooded, the crease isn't going to show anyway. So just blend the hood and what little bit of the lid shows. Now, I like to deepen it just a little bit more. And again, this is Skyfall with Lili. Lili makes her debut on Monday, April 1st. She will be available to purchase. And I mean, I love the shade. And I love, like I say, the purpley pinks with gray. I love grays. I really do. Okay, now let's come over and we're just going to clean off our brush. Grab some more of, just a little bit more of Lili. All right, now let's turn that brush around and we're going to pick up more Skyfall. Again, start at the corner of the eye and just pull down, kind of making a straight line. Open your eye and let the hood fall. I'm going to come over just a little bit more on the lid. Just a little bit. There we go. Now, let the hood fall and then drag it over. Because again, you want it to show. You want your eyeshadow to show when your eye is open. You can go up further with it or you don't have to. It's strictly your preference. Then we're going to just blend with the eye open as much as you can. And go over about halfway with your darker shade. Only about halfway. There we go. There we go. I like mine just a little bit deeper and more pronounced. You don't have to. You do you. So I'm going to add just a little bit more to this side. And again, when you're finished, what you want to do, look straight into your mirror, let the hood fall, and just make sure they're somewhat even. They don't have to be perfect, but just so you have just about the same amount of color in the same place on either eye. And there you go. We used 2 shades of eyeshadow and the eyeshadow brush from Seint. I appreciate you joining me this morning and getting ready with me, or putting my finishing touches on. I'm going to grab just a little bit more of my lip and cheek, which today is Love Spell, which is a purpley brown. So everything we're doing the purples for spring and Easter. If you would like to get started with Seint, we start with a Colormatch. Totally free. And what happens if you order? There's no obligation to order. The Colormatch is free, no obligation. But if you do take the plunge, what happens if you don't like it? Seint has a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. It's just that simple. So I guess my question is, what do you have to lose? When I get off of here, if you'll comment, and this is posted, if you'll comment Colormatch or Match, I'll send you the link through your private message and we'll get you started. Again, it costs nothing to be Colormatch, nor are you under any obligation to buy. I so appreciate you being with me today. You be the reason someone smiles, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.